Hey everyone, alright, so we are now 22 weeks. So I'm having to watch the videos before I do the next one every single time now because I'm forgetting what I've said. You're getting lots of smiles from me the last couple of weeks. I suppose I have been doing a lot of reflecting over the last couple of weeks, I guess. I have been feeling quite emotional, not in a bad way, and there haven't been any tears or anything, but I don't know, I suppose it's a lot of gratefulness for everyone that I have around me, how well this pregnancy's gone so far, the fact that we are even on this journey in the first place. There was a lot of time that went into us actually being able to make this happen, and it makes me appreciate where we are right now a lot. Sometimes it's important for me to remember where we were with all of this to start with, and I suppose above all else, like, I have got a very good network around me. I've got my mum close, my stepdad's really good, and Kerry and Larry, Brennan's parents, are really good too, and Jazz and Dean. They're all really good if we need them. But I suppose it's how it should be anyway, or I feel it should be. But Brendan is my rock entirely, and going through this with him has been super special already. And even though I've probably gone a little bit nuts in the sense of research and trying to figure out everything that we can and be prepared, and it was pretty much as soon as everybody found out that when we first started getting the nursery ready. So that would have been like 13-14 weeks we had the cot showing up and all that sort of stuff. So I mean, he's been really good with all of that, which I really appreciate. Also, supporting the home birth thing has been huge. We obviously are both very health conscious. We both have ideas about how we want this pregnancy to go, how we did before I even got pregnant. I think I've said in an original video that I thought I was going to be invincible. And to be fair, I suppose I kind of have been to a certain point. I had a couple of weeks there from that 6 to 10 week mark where it was a bit rough, but I wasn't being sick all the time. I just kind of felt a little bit sick. So in terms of what I could have had, I've been pretty I don't like using the word, but lucky. The only reason I don't like saying that is because I put in a lot of time, we both do, put in a lot of time into our health, into eating well, supplementing right, looking after our bodies, making sure that everything was perfect so that when, as soon as this baby was in there, she was able to do what she needed to do and there was no issues. Obviously that's going to be something that we replicate later, and it's totally anecdotal to our experience, but that's the point of this video series for me, is to be able to give you guys an honest opinion of how it's been going for us. If or when we decide to have another baby, we'll do this similar sort of series like this again, and I may be wrong. I may have done all the same things as this time, and I may get morning sickness, who knows. But I am a firm believer in that you can avoid a lot of it by eating well and looking after your body and all that sort of stuff, and so far it seems to have worked well. Currently, I feel really, really good. I have talked to you guys before about having a little bit of an issue every now and then about the physical change. And for people that have been trying to get pregnant and haven't been able to, or have had kids, or whatever the situation might be, there's a lot of people that will look at that and go, get the fuck over it. You knew what you were getting yourself into, and you knew your body was going to change. And Brendan is probably sick of hearing me say to him every day, I am definitely looking big now. But me being totally honest with you, and I know I'm not the only one that's ever been there, the changes, I have been lucky that they've kind of been quite gradual. I haven't put a lot of fat on, although my body has changed. It's kind of more just belly, baby. But it has been a harder change for me out of everything. But in saying that, everything's been easy, like no morning sickness, a little bit tired in the end of the night, but everybody gets that anyway. No indigestion, no reflux, no issues with that. Food wise, I can eat, good balance, and I'm fine. There's no foods I'm not able to eat or feel sick when I go near. Everything has stayed pretty good. But yeah, so I'm extremely grateful for that. But yeah, with the home birth thing, I think I totally sidetracked then. With the home birth thing, I've been reading lots of books, and so has Brennan, which again, I am looking back on today, especially. Tonight he's at jiu-jitsu and I get to spend hours away from him, which I really don't enjoy so much, but it's a good time for me to sit down and reflect about us and our relationship, and I kind of do it every week because it's a good way to remind me of what I have and looking after that and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, today is a day that I really appreciate the fact that he, every night when we're watching our program, he rubs cream on my tummy to help with stretch marks, but also to connect the three of us together. He is feeling her kick now, which when I was looking back on the video before, I had a bit of a grin because it's nice to see everything progressing so quick. But we had New Year's, so we had a wedding that we went to in Tikawiti, which was awesome, and it was so nice to be dressed up nice and spend time with friends, and yeah, it was really good to see them have a really nice day, so that was cool, and get some photos of us all dressed up. And then we went away for New Year's up to see Jazz and Dean in Hamilton, and we were up all night listening to music, and I was laying on the couch there with Brendan. He had his hand on my tummy and she was kicking so hard, and it was nice because it was the first time he'd ever felt her. But yeah, it was like she was trying to get out. It was really hard. But yeah, so pretty much every night since then when we've been watching our program and he's been rubbing cream on my tummy, he's been able to feel her, which for me has been really nice because I obviously feel her all day and I really want him to be able to have a connection with her similar to what I can, you know. I don't like the idea that mum's got this hierarchy of it being her baby and, you know, that sort of shit. Like, it's not how Brennan and I operate, and I don't want to be the sole, you know, as much as I love her and want to look after her, I don't want to be the sole person that she wants all the time, you know. It's important for me that she wants Brendan as well. But yeah, so I keep getting really sidetracked, sorry. But yeah, the home birth thing has been really good. The books I've been reading have, all of them have said in there with the testimonials from people about how their home births have gone, have all said that having their partner support, you know, has been monumental for them. And I've been super lucky that it was like a joint decision right at the start, you know. It was never even really an option of, are we going to have a hospital birth sort of thing. And crazy to think that in 2020 now, that it's still only 3% of births are done at home in New Zealand. It's incredible. But yeah, so the idea for us is low intervention. We don't really want any intervention at all, no drugs. I am going to try and do it as natural as possible. Brennan has been laughing at me a little bit because I've been looking into natural things to help with the pain, so and just setting a good environment, so things like your aromatherapies, you know, so lavenders and things like that. Then hopefully being able to set a tone. A lot of the stuff that I'm seeing online, people and books I've been reading, people have been saying that certain types of smells will help, like bring contractions on more, or and things like that. You can either just have them in the room, or you can have them like apply them to an area with like a carrier oil. So I will be looking into things that will help to speed it up, and then also some other things just to calm the environment if things get stressful or contractions get too intense and stuff like that. We will be using a birthing pool, so we're looking at getting one of those soon. We're going to purchase it because a lot of places you rent them from, it's only you only get to rent them for 4 weeks, and I would like to be able to blow it up and check that the water, there's no holes and that sort of thing, and not be confined to 4 weeks. So we're going to make that investment. But yeah, I suppose that's kind of it. There's nothing like major to talk to you guys about this week. I suppose in a sense, these videos for me have been good because I'm able to look back on them and see our journey. I don't know how interesting you guys will find them, so if you do enjoy these videos, please let us know what you think, because I didn't go into this designing the videos thinking that there were going to be lots of problems, but I suppose there would have been more to talk to you guys about if I had more issues. But yeah, so that's why I suppose I am honest with you when it comes to things like the battle with my composition sometimes. I definitely, you know, like when it's me and Brendan and I feel confident in that regard, I like that we've got the bump there, and I like that we can connect between the three of us like that. When I'm out and about and I'm in a zone where it's normally business related for me. Everywhere I go is business related, and I'm so used to people looking at me because I'm muscular and I look a certain way and I'm a female, but that's good for business, and I feel like people are looking at me in that way, so it makes me feel different or a little bit funny, because I know people aren't really, or I feel like people aren't looking at me like that because I'm pregnant now. So in a business perspective, I don't know how great that is, but a lot of it probably is just in my mind. But yeah, that definitely, like, out of everything that could be going wrong, I mean, it's a very good thing, because yeah, it's not all the time that I feel like that either. But yeah, so I suppose it's just a journey that we all have to go on, and you figure out these things as you get further through too, you know, like, you don't know how your body's going to respond, and that's something that I'm really having to like teach myself too, is that there is no right or wrong with this. As many people as I can look up on Instagram and hear about and compare myself to, they are not me, and they don't have the same system, and it does, you know, so that's totally irrelevant. I've had a lot of clients and a few that are pregnant as well say to me that I don't even look like I'm pregnant, and how is it even possible that I am as far along as I am, and that feel, I suppose, a little bit disappointed of where they feel they are in comparison to me, but it's so totally different. Obviously for me, I need to look after my health. I need to eat well. A lot of ladies, when they get pregnant, everyone wants to take them out for dinner or lunches and spend time with them, and I am fortunate enough to not have a lot of people that want to do that, and when I do, I'm strong-willed enough, I suppose, to most of the time make good choices, because that's what's important to me, to try and nourish our baby and look after her the best I can, which, yeah, but everyone is different. That's what I'm trying to say. So everyone ride your own journey and be happy with where you're at, because it's just you, and your body, as long as you're trying your best and feel confident with what you're doing for you and your baby and all that sort of stuff, then all power to you, because that's exactly what this is all about. No one can judge you or tell you that you're doing anything right or wrong. I've had people tell me I'm not eating enough food and asked if my baby's even growing properly, which she was when we checked at the last scan too. So yeah, it's not, yeah, don't worry about what people say too much. And just enjoy your pregnancies too, I suppose. That's the thing I'm trying to do the most. With Brendan and I going away end of next month, I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm going to have to learn to love my body in the state that it is in Thailand, because normally I'm in like a little top and mini shorts. I'll still be in the small shorts, I'm sure, but the mini top I'm not sure about. But yeah, it's all just learning, and it's just different stages of life, so it's exciting, and I'm looking forward to meeting her soon, so not long to go. Cool. Alright, well, I'll leave you guys to it now because it's quite a long one, but I'll see you guys next week for 23 weeks.